then step right up and prepare to be shocked and amazed as Barnabas the Bizarre and the Outbreak let you know that you're watching Papa Dick.
Amity, guess what?
What?
I'm gonna get my own soap from Top Rope Soap.
It smells like crap, just like you. But you need it, Papa Dank.
That's not my soap. This is
Your soap. Disgusting.
You know. Let's just take a moment. No, I'm not done because we're supposed to be best fucking friends.
You cursed on your own show.
I did.
I censored myself a second ago, but I'm not gonna fucking censor myself anymore, Papa Dank.
Did I tell you to censor yourself?
No, but I was trying to be nice for you.
I like the mask.
Thank you.
Amity LeVay, make sure everybody follows her, but don't follow her home.
No, don't follow me home, or I'm gonna follow you home. And I know a lot of you people would absolutely love that, but in your dreams.
She's got a nice pic.
Yo, they call me Dank, the lyrical titan. Stepping in the ring, spitting fire, igniting. From the square circle to the booth, I'm dominant. Unbreakable spirit, call me the king, I'm prominent. Beyond the barricade, the podcast bumping. Real talk, no gimmicks, ain't no time for slumping. Grinding day and night, always something to prove. Elevating the game, that's the Dank move. Mic check 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs, causing a commotion. From the canvas to the charts, I'm climbing. Champion mindset, always shining. Resolute, run deep, and still the fight. Never back down, always standing upright. In the ring or on the track, same intensity. Delivering knockout blows lyrically. 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dink, and what a day I had yesterday at Rising Stars Women's Wrestling as I got to hang out with the one and only Indie Wrestling right there, and she just loved my new soap. You'll see that clip tomorrow sometime on all my socials. But the biggest travesty of the night is I got low blowed right there, and I lost the 23-6 YouTube Heavyweight Championship. It is now unsafely at Emily Saxton's place right there. Look at that. She has my stolen property. Anyway, you'll hear more about that later on in the week. Let me bring to you my very special guest today, Ezra Menage Tinker. How are you?
I'm doing quite well. How are you doing today?
Oh, I had a rough night. Look, I was low blowed last night by Emily Saxton.
You know, I hope you got your breath back. It's good that you aren't speaking in a falsetto.
Let me tell you, the doctor checked me out and said I am still going to be able to have kids, so that's good. But let's talk about you tonight. Let's talk about the Almighty Intergalactic Gala. Tell me what's going on at this great event.
Yes! It's the first show that I have hosted, but it shan't be the last, and it will be the most inclusive place on the planet, especially when it comes to celebrating pride in oneself and what we choose to do with this wonderful life that we have. And hot diggity, is it going to be a night filled with absolute fun, but a lot of marvelous mayhem as well, with some of the most terrific pro wrestling this side of the 7 seas.
All right, can we hear who's going to be there? What pro wrestlers are going to be there from the independent scene?
I apologize. I'm having a little bit of a difficult time hearing you.
No worries. I want to hear who's going to be at this event. What other pro wrestlers will be there?
Sorry, one more time.
I think I lost you. Who's going to be at this event with you? What other pro wrestlers?
We have my tag team partner and real life, family partner in Anuka Gutierrez and fellow co-host, There'll be all of your Primos favorites. So we'll have our champions there, like XJ Chaos and our 303 champion, Mondo Ramirez and our Primos champion, the newly crowned Morgana Rage LeVay and our women's champion, and so much more. Who knows who can come and invade the intergalactic gala? For all under the almighty banner are welcome, for we have been sent to heal the humans through hurting them. So it'll be nice to be able to sit back and host humans hurting one another in order to heal each other for our amusement, you know?
Awesome. Sounds like it's going to be a great event.
Yes.
Let everybody know where they can get their tickets.
It'll be live on Triller TV as well. So anyone who can have access to the internet can feel free to tune in and see what crazy action is going to go down. We have lots of new up and coming people at the butcher shop as well. So there's people likely to make debuts. So first time matches of, fresh on the scene indie professional wrestlers. What's hotter than that?
Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. You're also featured on Brian F. Pro's Pride poster collages he's been doing. What are your thoughts on this?
Sorry, one more time. I'm still struggling to hear you just a little bit.
You are struggling over there. All right. All right. You are featured on Brian F. Pro's newest collages this year for Pride. Tell me what your thoughts are.
Yes, it's always really nice to feel a part of a community that can kind of feel difficult to engage with. You know, we all might be out and proud members of the LGBT community, but engaging with indie pro wrestlers and people amidst the scene can be really difficult. Like having just come from Kansas, it's super isolated in Kansas. It can feel like very difficult to engage with people who are also practicing the wonderful art of pro wrestling. So being collaged with other artists out on the scene kind of helps you get connected. You can see who else is out and about in other states, let alone other parts of the world. And it's always an honor to feel a part of something and to, know that I'm not the only one out there being as loud and proud as we possibly can in order to inspire others to hopefully know that they deserve love, no matter who they are.
Agree 100%.
Or who they love, of course.
100, 1,000% for sure. All right. What else you got going on? You were just telling me a whole bunch of stuff. So just let everybody know.
Well, I'm really excited. I just got crowned my second championship title. So I am a double gold champion.
Right.
I had a couple weeks back, I still have a piece of glass stuck in my forehead.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It might look like I'm trying to grow like a unicorn horn, but no. It's still a piece of glass, but it like kind of healed over after I thought I got all of it out, but oopsie, there's still a little piece in there. But I am the deathmatch champion, so it's more than likely that I'll get opened up again and it'll come out next time. I bleed buckets in the name of professional wrestling and the art therein. So it feels good to have some accolades. They're very motivating and they kind of make you hungry for more. And next week we have some tag team titles that we will be going after with our fellow host of the Almighty Intergalactic Gala in Anuka Gutierrez at Combat and Cabaret's Freak Show, where we were the former champion of Combat and Cabaret, but now the tag team titles just have a certain allure to them that Anuka and I in Anuka shall be obtaining next weekend. And it'll be nice to come home literally dripping in gold.
Awesome. I mean, I don't think you should wait on that glass piece, though. I think that should come out like immediately.
Yes. You're probably right for like my health and well-being or whatever.
Right,
But
for sure, for sure. All right, we got a question from Serena, our CEO over here. With what's going on within the world today, how important is Pride Month this year?
it's especially with what's going on in the world today. It's never been more important for a person to be able to celebrate pride in themselves and know that they deserve to be here, and that this world, as chaotic as it may be, that there is a world for everyone to be able to escape to, where they are loved and that they have the power to fight. And that's in that sense of pride in who you are as a person, and that you deserve to be here and to be who you are, identify how you identify, and to love who you love, no matter what the geopolitical hoopla of the week, which it changes
It
oh
changes.
so very swiftly.
That's for sure.
No matter how that can be very difficult to circumnavigate. Professional wrestling saved my life, and was a pinnacle in finding the power to persevere and overcome all of the trauma that motivated me to start changing my life indefinitely. And I know that it is kind of like a bastion of escapism for
Right.
others as well. And a lot of people just don't know about the opportunity of pro wrestling and the celebration of pride in oneself therein. That, like, you know, pro wrestling provides this uh, projection of oneself. Like, uh, there was a lot of special needs members of our audience in the show last night, and it's just so cool that, like, without them I wouldn't have the power to wrestle, and everyone can be a fighter and a superstar um, through this lens. So
For
that was
sure.
a roundabout way of answering the question with it's never been more important um, to take pride, not just in June, but indefinitely, forever. But this is the time where we all come together to be loud and proud,
Yeah,
to
for sure.
hopefully create a light through the darkness that can last until next year's Pride.
Awesome. What are some examples you've seen of pro wrestling bridging these gaps that is going on in the world? You don't have to name names, but just general.
Like, I guess unlike a lot of members of the pro wrestling community, whether that be practitioners within the business or just fans, um, I didn't start to watch it until really late in life. And being kind of a late bloomer in seeing the wonder of professional wrestling, I kind of got to watch WWE, which was like the main and only before AEW and this kind of like resurgence came around. But that is to say, when they took the term divas away from the women's division and started actually referring to them as women's wrestlers, and now they were being treated as actual professional wrestlers, rather than having it be more of a male only. And now it could be more male focused, with equality beginning around like 2016 with the women's revolution. And it was really that first step towards so much change that has come forth. And then the like remission of the change, also the like rigidity behind the industry. It's really rooted in other economic and social issues in the patriarchy and
Right.
just all of the issues that have faced humans and equality and the fight therein. But yeah, the women's revolution was that first point where at least they're like their belt doesn't have a butterfly on it. Like
Right.
maybe they can be taken a little more seriously, and then a little more seriously, and then a little less seriously, and then okay, we shouldn't have done that. Okay, we'll start taking them seriously again. Okay,
Okay.
and AEW also was a big moment for me, especially as a person of transgender experience. I got to see representation of myself in Nyla Rose when AEW started to come about in 2019, and it inspired me to want to move from where there was no wrestling schools in Kansas to somewhere in Colorado where I could see if wrestling was something that was just such a pipe dream for so long. And I only thought I could be a referee. Like, I didn't know I had any athletic acumen. I didn't know myself.
Right.
So, yeah, there's such a myriad of ways in which it has influenced me specifically, but as a way of being more applicable to the general public. The women's revolution and AEW in having Nyla Rose and a very active women's division there with just the same caliber of marvelous mayhem and the violence that they had. Like, those are my two examples.
Awesome. And to next over here says that he was watching your post, Hugo's Lucha Libre.
Yes.
Like
I hope Hugo's was great. I'm sure it was, yo. I love training with them. I wish everyone the best.
Awesome. All right. Serena says, if you could take your show on the road to one state, where would you take it?
Oh, that's a really great question. Thank you so much for that question.
Good question.
I would. It's difficult because you say on the road, and there isn't a road to Hawaii, but I would love.
But there's a boat. We can take a
right,
boat.
exactly. It's like if I could just take the road onto the boat, but that would. No, I feel like that wouldn't count. But to best answer it, I would say to Nevada, to take a show back home to Las Vegas, and honestly, to take it to where I'm really from. We are booked out of, we escaped from Area 51 outside Las Vegas, Nevada. But technically, I was born in Reno, Nevada. So we moved to the Las Vegas area in my youth, but I think taking a show to Reno would be really cool. It's like the biggest little city in the world, and it'd be awesome to kind of be able to bring pro wrestling to a generally older demographic of people who would be potential audience members there. But that's where some of my grandparents stayed, where we used to visit when I grew up. So I just think it would be really special to go to Reno, Nevada, if I could go anywhere. But if I could go anywhere, Hawaii.
Awesome.
Anywhere in Hawaii.
Who are some opponents on your wish list this year?
Dark Sheik, and Nyla Rose, even though I already said her. Kenny Omega, like, I know that's like up there. I know it's a cheap answer because I've already faced her quite a bit, but I haven't faced her in quite some time. But Tyra Rusame was kind of like my mentor and first rival when I got into the business. And I think like coming back around after having spent some experience with a litany of other opponents to be able to return from whence we began would also be pretty awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are some goals you have set for yourself for this year?
For this year, I would like to visit another country and wrestle in another country, whether it be returning to Canada again. But I would really like to hit a new one. Japan is like, and eventually throughout within the career, but within the year, I think I could make it down to Mexico, honestly. And I am the provider, or Joey McDougall with Primos has lots of connections down in Mexico, and I think it would be really cool to set up a tour down to Mexico, honestly.
Awesome.
But I'd also go anywhere in the UK and pretty much anywhere that would pay for travel. So lots more travel would be great, but to hit another country would be
Icing on
year-end
the
goal.
cake. Awesome. Any last thoughts before we head out?
Have you been keeping up with the World Cup at all?
I watched a little bit. I know USA beat, Australia.
Australia, yes.
Much to indie wrestling's dismay. When I talked to her yesterday, but yeah, she wasn't too happy.
Is that where the low blow came into play?
Yeah, we'll go over that in a moment. But yeah, I lost my 23-6 championship. I'm the longest reigning champion. I think I beat Roman Reigns' streak over there. But yeah, it was such a great time at Rising Stars Women's Wrestling yesterday. Awesome promotion. Yeah, good stuff. All right. So let everyone know where they can follow you.
You can follow me on anywhere and everywhere at Ezra Menagerie Tinker or at Ezra Tink on Instagram. Feel free to tune in on Triller.tv, Primo's Premier Pro Wrestling. We have our back catalog for a number of years and shows pretty much every month the rest of the year forward. Also tune in to me on YouTube. I've been streaming a lot more on there as well. And as always, out and about in the real world, if you want us in your hometown, tell your local wrestling promotion. We are affordable and we will steal the show.
Awesome. As for me, like last night, we were talking about it a little earlier. I had the low blow from GTS Wrestling's Emily Saxton right there. She sped away in the car and there's the car. There she is, taunting me. It was
in real life and your dreams.
Exactly. I think she sent me pictures just before of her with the title at her dinner table. It's crazy. But I did get a chance to speak to Indie Wrestling. That's going to be out tomorrow. We talk about my soap, Papaya Deck soap. That was awesome. And if you're looking for one of these micro brawlers, she is the exclusive seller of them. Contact Indy Hartwell, and she will get one to you ASAP for purchase. All right. Thank you.
Those are awesome.
Great time hanging out with them and Rising Stars. You can also catch all my latest vlogs on my YouTube channel. Here I am with JCW's Alice Crowley at Wrestle Vegas. That was us. I'm with the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Silas Mason, over here on my Return to CEP vlog. And then, of course, I'm hanging out with my good pal, All-in-One Michael Fain, at the Return to TCW vlog. Check those out on my YouTube. And coming up this Friday will be my Fight or Flight Savage vlog, filmed at NYWC. That'll be out this Friday on my YouTube. Check them all out. Those are all fun. And then in September, I am going to be at Can't Stop because it's Toy Shop NYC returning in September. They got a great amount of guests, including Christopher Daniels will be there. Mark Briscoe will be there, and more. And of course, I'll be there as well. And who's going to be my special guest?
So fun.
We're going to find out later on in the summer. Check that out. Also, I will be this Saturday at NYWC's United We Slam. Make sure you get your tickets at nywcprowrestling.com. And of course, I'll be hanging out with my son, who's also a professional wrestler, Ezra. He's going to be at
sweet. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you. He's going to be at Extreme Warfare in July 17th to be exact. He's teaming up with his co-partner, David Graham, and Rhino. They're doing a six-man tag against Kono Capuccio, the Gooch, and Tommy Dreamer. Definitely don't want to miss that.
I just saw Tommy Dreamer last month at a seminar. He was awesome.
He is awesome. He's a good guy. I really like him. All right. I think I've said enough. I think I've had enough. Oh, I want to send a special thank out. This will be out later on this week as well. I had a chat with the TNA Knockouts champion, Li Ying Lee, as she took on the one and only Janai Kai, you may have seen on Ring of Honor recently, some AEW work, and she was at the Lodestone seminars from Bailey's camp. And it was like a pay-per-view quality match at an indie show. It was so good.
You're all over the place. You're a busy man.
I'm a busy guy. I need some rest.
Yes.
I need some rest. That's why I'm taking some vacation time. I'm going to Florida. All right.
You deserve some Papa Dank rest, indeed.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
Florida. Tell my mom I say hi.
I will. Hold on for a minute. Everybody else, have a good night. I will be back soon. I don't know when because I'm taking a short little break, but I will be back soon.